Hey everyone, blessings. I just want to share a little bit about my experience for the moment with the Ascension energies. I'm first wave of Ascension, and body is really transforming from within. I can feel it in a form of a very intense heat come from inside my cells. I can also I'm very thirsty, and I also have like signs like very intense pain coming into my head. Like my ears, of course, are buzzing continuously. It's the result of the Kundalini energy rising. They've been buzzing now since unstoppably since almost 8 days. So I'm very aware that this is just the ascension effects, especially for those of us who are in the first wave of ascension, as we are preparing the space for everybody else so they can have it easier. So it's pretty nice for them, but actually also for us, because we get a lot of nice gifts coming to us, and new powers and incredible new tools to be able to be more in service in a more effective way. What I like to share is also like maybe for some light workers, because my website, as you know, is Feel More Than Fine. So I never complain. Even sometimes the pain can be. I mean, if you can call it pain, because it's not really pain. It's like a form of energies that come into the body, and then the light comes into the cells and transforms them from carbon to crystalline, and the DNA is changing, and the meridians completely losing what they know. So it's just embracing the unknown, and I know that, so I'm never really feeling like I'm getting sick or something. I just know that my body needs to rest, and I'm very easy, I'm very kind about it, and I take care of ingesting really good foods. They're very light, and even sometimes I have a very special diet, and my diet is mainly a lot of organic juice in the morning, a lot of with spirulina, and a lot of I eat mainly raw. So especially at these times now, it's impossible for me to eat anything cooked. Um, and so yeah, I take care of all these things. Like I tend to eat very high vibrational foods and alkaline. So alkaline means like take some water and put inside half a lemon and 1/3 of a teaspoon of bicarbonate of sodium. That makes the body alkaline. I have a lot of this in my days. The juices is very good because it has distilled water inside, and it's very nice to have to use distilled water in our bodies. And yeah, as much as possible hydrate the bodies, and eat like very small quantities from foods. Like I eat a lot of nuts, I eat uh, cucumber, and a lot of salads, and a lot of soups, all raw, and seeds. So yeah, with these energies, it's and the heat coming from within, it's very hard to eat something more, and it's sometimes even too much. So so yeah, so I also like to share a little bit more about how I am dealing, like how do I find in the moment, like during my days, like you have the whole day, and sometimes body cannot move. I mean, I can hardly make a few steps in my day. Some days it's so intense, and of course I go to the forest every day and ground myself, and go next to trees, lie in nature, and take as much as possible showers in my day, and go to a pool and do a lot of taking care, like sauna. All these things can really help. Um, but there are other things as well that I'm using personally, so maybe you find your ways. But I have found out that, for example, when it's just a thought, like a feeling and a thought. So it means that if I choose to not complain to myself about what I feel, as I just observe it, as I observe it from a higher state of consciousness. And then what I do is I do something that I know pleases me. Like I like to play music, like DJing, or I like to create some music, and or dancing. This also works. So doing like a kind of activities that I'm really into it, and that really inspires me. And also maybe sometimes make some special recipes, even though these last days I don't feel like eating, so it's not very inspiring. And yeah, I mean even the brain is like there are some days that I cannot think, like my mind is impossible to make like linear thinking, because it reshapes itself, so it takes a few days. Today obviously I'm getting better, but there are days that I really cannot see anybody. I have to really take time for myself and really love myself, and stay aware of my energy within. And one thing I want to mention as well is about the sexual energy. So the sexual energy, well, in days like that, sometimes can be like it's like really you don't feel much, but it also can be used. Like we can find always a fun way to connect the chakras between them, and use sexual energy, and use this power to circulate in the body, and especially sometimes I feel in the morning, like in the morning hours, I feel that my sexual energy is very strong. So this is a time to take the time and do some you pull the muscles between the penis and the anus, the perineal muscles, and or the woman is the same. So between the vagina and the anus, just pull them up, and as you breathe, you can do this lying in the bed. You can do it also by touching yourself. You can do it this in many different ways. It's just about finding fun ways to use your energy, because I mean, if I'm making this vlog right now, it's because I like meditation. I'm meditating a lot in my days, and I'm participating in many global meditations, so all around the planet. Yet I also like to find the fun and the smile into these activities, because sometimes it's like you always have to repair things. There is this in the world that's happening, and this and this and this and this, and visualize the new, and you can smile with that. And yet at the same time, it's about understanding that we are still in this human body, and then we bringing this fifth dimensional dimension into the third dimensional body. So if you have a body and you have a human experience, it's about using the body and using all the tools you have in the body to have fun during a meditation. So it can be very fun. It can be very a very strong and nice practice to do. And especially when I mean I do this practice like almost every day during my meditation. Is something that's completing every day itself. But I mean it's I'm always finding ways to have fun into my meditations. So I thought you would like to know that. And yeah, I have nothing else to say for now. I wish you, if you are a first wave Ascensioner, I hope this helps. And for everybody else that that follows, we are creating the space for you. So now you know a little bit something more. You know a little bit my opinion about this and how I work on it. And blessings to all.